I'm Lisa Scalia. My sister Diane and I have a company called Melting Pot Food Tours, which we started in 2008, so we're coming up on our 10th anniversary this summer.
I'm Diane Scalia, Lisa's sister and founding partner of Melting Pot Tours, and our business is about educating people about our beautiful city of angels, Los Angeles, through the food that's served here. We're at the original farmers market in Mid-City, Los Angeles.
This was the location of our first tour that we started in 2008. We knew that this was the first place we wanted to do a tour because there is no more iconic, historic food outlet than Farmers Market, the original Farmers Market.
There are multi-generational families. It's a permanent marketplace. There are over 100 merchants, over 500 employees that speak probably close to 30 languages that work here in the market. I'm looking around and our merchants are in the photographs and just love these people. I've said over and again, I love our tour guests, but I adore our merchants.
We try to only feature restaurants that are owner operated, that the owner has a daily investment in the business that they're running.
We train the tour hosts, so our tour hosts are very engaging and people have a great time. Our 5-star reviews span the list of who they had as a tour host, how much they loved them, and how great they were.
Part of our formula for success too is that I'm really back of the house. I'm the mechanics, I'm the operations, I'm the numbers, I'm the development and all that sort of stuff, and Diane is front of the house. I mean, her personality and my personality are similar in a lot of ways, but she has this extra added gift that as soon as people meet her, they fall in love with her. And there is there is no better type of person to send out there with a group of 12 strangers than her. There's nobody to send out to develop a new relationship with a new merchant or something than her. She is my secret weapon.
And I say that we're in business for 10 years because we have Lisa. Our skills complement each other so beautifully. You really couldn't have strategized a business, I don't think, in a better way. It just comes naturally.
Right, the business would not have been a success if it had been only me. It wouldn't have been a success if it was only her. We really are a team. And we've had our ups and downs and rows and things like that, but you know what? Here we are 10 years later. I was in my late 40s. And I woke up one morning and thought, I'm going to be working for at least another 20 years. Am I going to keep doing the same thing? And the resounding answer was no. And so I decided at that point that I was ready to take the risk of starting my own business, and my two passions were food and travel.
I'm a chef, so Lisa came to me and said, you have to do this with me, and I said, all right.
I really credit her because I am an information junkie. I will research and research and research until I find the end of the internet. And she finally said to me, she said, Lisa, we have to put a date on the calendar. We have to launch this.
I still do that a little bit because we can both get carried away with, well, what if? And then I reel us back in and say, let's just trust that we'll have everything that we need. Let's just get it started.
And we did. We started the tour. We did the farmers market tours, and we put our tickets on a discounted website, and we filled up our tours right away, which is really pretty impossible to do unless you have that kind of reach. So we didn't want to be on the discount websites forever. So within 6 months, we started following up with people.
And we would say, we'd love if you'd write about us on TripAdvisor, and they did, and our rating soared to 5 stars immediately.
Shot to the top. I studied hotel, restaurant, and travel management in college. I wanted to work in the travel industry because travel was my passion. So after traveling for about 3 years after college, I came back home and I just wanted a job. So that's when I got into real estate. I was becoming an appraiser, a real estate appraiser.
It wasn't your dream, but you thought, okay, I should be grateful.
Right. I didn't have the confidence to land in the job that I really wanted. So I just took a job that wasn't what I had dreamed of, but it served my purpose.
And it also led her to this, because had she not surveyed LA, it's such a fine-tooth comb like she did, she wouldn't have the education about the neighborhoods that we have now.
I fell in love with a lot of different neighborhoods that I never lived in, but I spent so much time in them, I felt like I had lived there.
And once in a while she ate there, so she knew what food was.
And I definitely ate. And before we started the tour company, you had already tried some entrepreneurial ventures.
Yeah, I was in technology out of school because I too studied something where I could get a job out of college. I remember being in a performance review with my boss, and he said, what would you like to do 5 years from now? I said, have my own business, and it won't be in software. Cooking was always my passion. So eventually I became a caterer and built a culinary career, mostly through entrepreneurial pursuits. It wasn't like I got a bunch of jobs at places doing that.
It's a survival instinct when you live in a place like LA, because I worked for myself now for over 20 years, and it puts you in control of your schedule. And I always say that if I was one of those people that would sit on the freeway for 2 hours coming and going to work every day to a job that I wasn't thrilled with,
Yes.
I would kill myself.
Yes. But a lot of people do live
I mean,
that
the world is
reality,
full of
yeah.
people, unfortunately, who hate their jobs. We're very blessed to get to do what we love, and we feel we've earned that. You don't start out there.
We firmly believe that the success of any business or any project that you have or whatever is building relationships with people. And if you build good relationships and you're reliable and dependable and responsive and kind
Have
and
integrity.
generous, you're going to go far, because nobody doesn't like those qualities in a person.
Cultivating a habit or living a habit of gratitude and appreciation is really a secret formula. It's important to be grateful for what is going well in your life, what is thriving in your life, how you're supported, how you're loved. It's a leap of faith to become an entrepreneur. So it's sort of like you take one leap of faith, the universe takes 50 or 60 toward you. That would be my best advice to entrepreneurs, is just to trust in that magic, because it happens.
And she's much more philosophical than I am. But what she says, I truly believe in, because I've seen it happen.
We use it for
and
us.
I've experienced it myself.
I use it to our advantage.